The equipment should be placed on a flat surface. Connect the power cord to the equipment. Connect the power cord to the power line. Turn on the equipment by pressing the main switch button and wait for the system initialization. Calibration. Press the start button to allow the system to recognize and set the operating extremes. The blade system moves to the two extremes and back to the origin automatically. After this procedure, the parameters and the operation buttons must be shown on the screen. The speed can be adjusted using the touch screen or the buttons at the right panel. When touching the circles on the screen, a new screen opens allowing the user to set up the desired parameter by pressing the plus or minus buttons. The user can preset up to 3 values of speed by touching each preset icon, setting the desired speed value, and clicking back on the preset icon. Once the preset values have been set, the user can select these values by clicking on the desired preset value. The temperature can be adjusted using the touch screen or the buttons at the right panel. When touching the circles on the screen, a new screen opens allowing the user to set up the desired parameter by pressing the plus or minus buttons. The user can preset up to 3 values of temperature by touching each preset icon, setting the desired temperature value and clicking back on the preset icon. Once the preset values have been set, the user can select these preset values by clicking on the desired preset value. Place the substrate on the sample holder covering all the vacuum holes. Fix the substrate to the sample holder, turning on the vacuum pump by turning the knob vacuum on the right panel. When the vacuum pump is on, the indicator is shown on the display. Select one of the 3 blades and assemble it on the holder. Remove the knurled screw, set the blade on the holder, and tighten the knurled screw. Check if the blade is far enough from the sample holder surface. The distance between the blade and the substrate can be increased by turning counterclockwise the coarse adjusting screws of both micrometers. Using the start and stop buttons, position the blade nearby the substrate's edge, where the thin film deposition will begin. Turn on the micrometers. Using the micrometer coarse adjustment screw, clockwise, slowly, and carefully lower the blade until it lightly touches the substrate. Then turn the micrometer fine adjustment screw clockwise twice. Observe if the blade is uniformly touching the substrate. To zeroing the digital micrometers, press twice the ABS/ink button. Set the distance between the blade and the substrate by carefully turning counterclockwise the coarse adjusting screws of both micrometers. The adjusted value 0.200 means 200 micrometers. Use a micropipette to get a small amount of solution. Drop the solution on the central part of the blade and observe the meniscus formation across the width of the substrate. Press start to move the blade over the substrate and perform the thin film deposition. The micrometers and blade holder assembly tilts at the end of its stroke. The air knife can be used before, during or after the thin film deposition operation. To use the air knife, first pressurize the nitrogen line. Press the on-screen nitrogen button icon or the button at the right panel and adjust the desired nitrogen flow using the valve. Maximum nitrogen line pressure should not exceed 50 psi. To stop the nitrogen flow, press the nitrogen button again. It is recommended to depressurize the nitrogen line when shutting down the equipment. To remove the sample with the thin film, press start to send the blade system back to the origin and turn off the vacuum pump by turning the vacuum knob counterclockwise. Pick up the sample carefully with tweezers. The operator must be careful with the hot surface and moving parts. After removing the sample, immediately clean the sample holder and the blade using suitable wipes and a small amount of solvent. Do not use abrasive cleaning materials. Before turning off the equipment, press the home button in the upper right corner of the screen. The blade system will shift to the center position. Turn off the equipment on the main switch.